You wanted them to fail. Not publicly, not consciously, just enough. Just enough to prove they weren't as impressive as they seemed. Then something strange happened. When they finally stumbled, relief appeared first. Guilt arrived second. Most investigations stop at the guilt. This one starts there. Because guilt is evidence. Evidence that part of you enjoyed something you believe you shouldn't. The question is why? Why would another person's failure feel rewarding? And why would that reward immediately feel wrong? The obvious answer is jealousy. But jealousy explains very little. You have watched strangers succeed without caring. You have celebrated some victories genuinely. Yet certain successes bother you. Certain names stay in your head. Certain achievements feel irritating. Why those ones? Why not all of them? The comfortable lie says their success affected you because you were comparing yourself. True, but incomplete. Comparison is only the footprint. The real force left the footprint. So what is hiding underneath it? Imagine standing in front of a mirror you never asked for. That mirror is another person's success, their promotion, their relationship, their talent, their confidence. None of these things hurt by themselves. What hurts is the reflection. The mirror quietly asks a question. If they can do it, why haven't you? Now the investigation changes. You are no longer looking at them. You are looking at yourself. Psychology reveals something uncomfortable. Your brain constantly evaluates where you stand, not in absolute terms, in relative terms. The mirror doesn't show them. It shows you. But why does that matter so much? Because your brain evolved inside hierarchies. Picture a ladder, not a career ladder, a survival ladder. Position affected access, resources, protection, opportunity. Your nervous system still carries echoes of that world. Status is never just status. It becomes a signal about value, security, importance. When someone climbs higher, your brain performs a calculation, not consciously, emotionally. The ladder suddenly feels steeper, and that feeling creates pressure. Pressure looking for an escape. Now we reach the hidden motive. You never needed them to fail. You needed the pressure to disappear. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack. Every achievement they accumulate adds another stone. Not because they put it there, because your brain did. Then they fail. One stone falls away. The backpack becomes lighter. Relief appears. Not celebration, relief. That distinction matters because the reward never came from their pain. It came from your temporary freedom. Freedom from comparison. Freedom from self-doubt. Freedom from the question their success kept asking. This is where the story changes meaning. You thought you wanted them to fail. You didn't. You wanted a different version of yourself. A version that didn't feel threatened. A version that didn't need constant comparison. A version that could stand in front of the mirror comfortably. Their success exposed a crack in your identity. Their failure briefly covered it. That is why the relief never lasts. Because the real problem was never standing across from you. The real problem was standing inside you. The guilt appears because part of you understands this. Part of you knows their failure changed nothing. The comparison disappeared. The insecurity remained. The mirror broke. The reflection stayed. Think about the last person you secretly wanted to see stumble. What exactly would their failure have proven? That they were overrated? That life is fair? or that you never needed to question yourself in the first place? And if their success felt threatening, what truth about yourself was it trying to expose?